Clear, right? Okay, I'm audible, right?
You're audible. Is it possible to explain once again?
Your voice is too low for me.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, okay,
Go
okay.
ahead.
Can you explain once again? Is it possible? Hello.
So I will show the diagram. His screen is visible, right? My diagram.
Yes.
So we have considered the same way we have two repository, Git1 repo and Git repo. So coming from here, so the app source code here. So we connected with the Jenkins. Then Jenkins will do the CI part like test, scan code, build app, then build Docker image. After that, we will update the manifest file, okay? Because after the build Docker image, we will get a new latest version, okay? So we need to update the version with our manifest file. That is belongs in GitHub repository too. We have in this case there is two repository. One repository for the app source code and another repository for the keeping YAML manifest file. So the CA part will update manifest file to the repository 2. So from repository 2 to Argo CD, we will create the CD part. So we configured and installing Argo CD inside the Kubernetes cluster. This is a Kubernetes cluster, and Argo CD connected with our repository 2. So it will check current state and desired state is in sync. So it will take the latest manifest and using apply kubectl apply command, the Argo CD will automatically applying Kubernetes resources like pod service and all the things. We didn't manually type kubectl apply or kubectl anything because Argo CD will manage all the things. So the Argo CD taking the manifest file and creating our applications. Got it. Now you clear, right, Mahesh?
Yes.
Okay.
Mostly will come in picture when it's in continuous deployment.
Your voice is too low. I don't know. I mean, mic issue or anything.
I'm audible now.
Yeah,
Am I audible?
audible, but
Better now.
voice is too low.
Still it's having issue. Better now.
Not clear, not clear.
Okay. Yeah, I got that. The Argo CD will come in the deployment, right? Not for the integration process.
Sorry.
The Argo CD will come in the
Amba, you
deployment
can
process.
hear, right? Mahesh.
No, his voice is very low.
Now I am going to install Kubernetes. Okay. So I just leveraging one virtual machine from AWS to configure EKS.
I'm audible now, Tawfiq?
Uh, Now it's better, I think.
Hello?
Yes, yes.
Hello?
Yeah. Audible, audible. You're audible.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, I'm audible, Tawfiq?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. No, I was just telling that the Argo CD will come in the deployment process, right?
Right, 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 right.
Okay, yeah, that was my clarification.
So now we are going to install Argo CD. So now I am installing AWS CLI inside my local machine. These are the prerequisites to configure EKS, I mean Kubernetes. Okay, that would be fine. Quickly we can create a Kubernetes cluster. Not bad. So in this lab, I'm not uh, configure the CA part, okay, only the CD part because we already created different application CA and CD part in Jenkins. So I will show my repository. So this is my repository, okay, where my Kubernetes manifest files belongs. So see, Kubernetes deployment file here and the service file for the same. And one more thing, coming to real world, we need to provide the access control, okay, because so many developers will working on different branches or even our main branches. So whenever there is new update, at the same time, that the Argo CD will monitoring all this, right? I will explain. So we have a repository, right? So this is a main repository, source code. This is Git, then Jenkins.
I think you're not sharing the screen, I guess.
Oh, sorry. Okay. So we have a Git. This is our source code. And Jenkins will do the CA part. Because developers here, okay, they will push the code as per the new changes or anything. Then coming to CD, we have, this is our repo one, consider repo one. And we have one more repository here, the repo two for the YAML file. And this is connected to Jenkins. So whenever new update in our source code or the main GitHub account repository, Jenkins will taking the codes and updating. I mean, after the build, it will update to our repository 2, where the YAML files okay belongs. So we already connected that repository with the Argo CD, and it will create the pod and application. These both things run inside a Kubernetes, right? So the quickly changes happening in our repository will affecting our Kubernetes, right? I mean, it will, for example, small changes again, Jenkins build all the things, then updating the YAML file, then again Kubernetes will deploy. So this is not a good way because they need to like use a access control for this process to make a control for these things. So what happened? In this case, we will use access control. Okay. So coming to access control, this repository R2, we can choose one option like a barrier. Like for example, we use the existing files of existing YAML file from our repository to Argo CD. Okay. So we have to update one more file. Like currently the version is running V2. Okay. So new feature updated from the developer side. So they will update. Okay. Changing the code. That part done. Then Jenkins will do the CA part. After that, Jenkins push the new code to our repository. That is P3. So here we will cross checking with the one like access control. Like for example, we didn't directly. For example, this YAML file belongs to a branch, right? That is main. Coming to main branch of this repository, then main branch, we can see a folder like Kubernetes manifest. After, I mean, inside the that folder, we can see the YAML files like deployment YAML and service YAML. So in this case, we didn't, or the Jenkins didn't update the YAML file. Okay. I mean, we have a version 3, but didn't update the image details in the deployment file. Here we can use a proposal like in our team, we have some architect or high-level authority there. So they will verify. I mean, some architect, consider some architects are there. So they will verify there is a new version application tree there. So we need to commit or not. So the person will commit or he can reject the new updated one. So whenever he commit the new version, then the Argo CD taking the new version to build the application. Got it.
So the CD stands for continuous development?
Yes, deployment.
Yeah, continuous deployment.
Yeah. This is optional. We can set the access control. I will show you. See, here there is two files there, okay? These two files in, I'm just opening one file. See, this is a Kubernetes manifest file. So coming to our repository, okay, Argo repo. So this is belongs to main. So here what we will do, we will create one more branch, okay? Like features. Hit enter. Now we are in feature, okay? See, not in main branch. So coming to feature, we taking all the files. Okay, see, you can see the YAML files here. So here we can change the version. Go to commit. Now is version 1. Now I'm going to version 2. And commit changes. Here we can see commit directly to feature branch or create a new branch for this commit and start a pull request. So we can choose the commit directly to the feature branch, commit changes. Now this update happen in the feature branch, okay? Then go back to the repository here. See, features had recent push 12 seconds ago. So this will, managed by the which team, like the architect, okay? He will verify or he will do the things. So after this process, the Argo CD will taking the new manifest from this repository to Kubernetes. Amol, did you try the challenge lab?
The one that you send a zip file for?
Oh, I again missed that. I'll share
Zip
now.
file has not sent again, not yet sent.
Oh, okay. That can-
I will share now. Share. I shared the zip file. Okay, you just go through.
Okay, I'll look at it. Thanks.
And one more benefit to use Argo CD, that is, we didn't use like create Kubernetes resources like pod services using commands like kubectl, apply, file name. We didn't use because Argo CD will do the job. And everyone, please try to build the latest CI/CD lab, which I have shared recently. Okay, I mean today morning I shared the recordings of end-to-end CI/CD, including monitoring, like Prometheus, Grafana.
Okay. Okay.
And I need to share data. I mean, code codes and dependencies, all the things I'll share.
Tawfiq, and also can you share all the command lines? Actually, there are many command lines which very lengthy, which difficult to remember.
Yes. For the
Okay.
CI/CD, right?
For everything, for kubectl, kubeadmin,
That I will share. That I will share.
for everything. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Coming to real world scenario, we didn't use the lengthy command. We only like using scripting, like shell script, including all the commands in a single file and run this file. I think we do the same things in previous lab, right? First time we go, I mean, how we installing Jenkins, like step-by-step commands using, right? Now we using the script file to install Jenkins.
Okay, you mean that we have to create a config file in the Terraform and as well
We
Terraform
also use
Jenkins.
Terraform.
Okay.
Okay, my Kubernetes cluster is up and ready. But we need to learn the Docker commands, Kubernetes commands, and related things like Linux commands. These are the mandatory things.
Okay.
Okay, fine. So now we are going to install Argo CD inside Kubernetes. So before that, I am going to create a namespace for Argo CD. See, now I created a namespace. Everyone know what is namespace, right?
Yes. It
It's
identifies
a isolated. Yes,
resources
it's a
for a particular group.
right. For example, if we need to deploy 10 different types of application, uh, two-way we can deploy. Like if we didn't uh, specify the namespace or didn't create a namespace, all the 10 application belongs to this default namespace. Or else we can create different namespace for each application, like creating 10 namespace, and we can deploy our 10 application to the corresponding namespace. We can divide, like it's a virtual workspace, okay, isolated place to work different teams together. That's why we're creating separate namespace for separate application. That's the best practice, creating different namespace. And it's using the namespace, we can troubleshoot the issues, and there is a lot of benefit in me using namespace. Now we created a namespace, and we using a manifest file. Okay, this is the GitHub where we pulling the YAML file for the Argo CD. So it will taking the file from the internet and created necessary resources inside Kubernetes. See, when I installed the Argo CD in here, but I didn't get the ports. Why? Anyone can say?
Is that in the default namespace?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
in a
right.
different namespace.
So we need to specify the namespace. So same command -n for the namespace, then the namespace Argo CD. See, now it's showing. So now we go to, this is our server, okay, Argo CD server that we need to log in. So we need to, in the YAML file, it's created the service also. So we can check the service. Spacing. See, by default, all the services related to cluster IP, okay, didn't expose, but we need this service, Argo CD server service, to access the Argo CD server application, this application. So there are two ways we can expose, go to the service file of the Argo CD and change the service type as load balancer to accessing this application. Or else we can directly change the service using the commands. This is iterative way, okay? Like kubectl patch SVC, we are going to patch the SVC Argo CD server, namespace Argo CD, then the thing we are changing type is equal to load balancer. See, now it's changed. Again, check the service, we will get the external load balancer. See, copy. It will take some time because in background the load balancer will create. Whenever we expose one application to first time, that time actually the AWS will create a load balancer. Now it's loaded, okay, see. But we need to go with advanced, okay. Go to advanced and proceed to same URL. Now it's loading your Argo CD. Okay, this is a user interface of Argo CD. So here we need to provide the username, admin, and the password we will get from the server, okay. Just to go to the server, we need to retrieve the password. So we need to provide this command kubectl argo cd get secret from initial admin. Then there's an is data password. Then we use encrypt the password using base 64. Okay. So this is the password. Okay. So this is a dashboard where we configure an application, integrating a repository and all the things. So now go to the user, we can change the password here, update password, and give the current password, new password. So here we can see a lot of options like manage your application, diagnose health, repository project. This is related to the user and go to the repository. Here, how we adding the repository. Now we configure. I mean, I show you. We successfully install Kubernetes, right? Kubernetes. And inside Kubernetes, we install the Argo CD. Argo CD. Argo CD runs in a pod, okay? Same way. And we will get the interface and how open the interface, then we can, there is option to add in the repository, okay? So we have a repository here, okay, GitHub repository. So we can add the repository URL and all the things inside the configuration of Argo CD. That's we are going to do now. So this is a repository, certificate and all the things we can see here. So go to the repository. So I need to log in again. Okay. So now I am in the repository. So here we can see connect repo using SSH, repo using HTTP, connect repo using GitHub app, refresh list, all the things we can see here. And I am going to connect repo using HTTPS. So here we need to provide the detail from where Git, the project. We can go with the default. Here we need to provide the repository URL. So I'm going to my URL, copy. Username, password. This is optional because in our scenario, the repository is public. Whenever the repository is private, we need to provide the username and password. Okay, everything is fine. Can save the connect. See, it's successful. Then using the same repository, we can create application. Okay, see, create application. Then we need to provide the name of the application like app. Project name, we can give default name. Then this is the main thing, okay, sync policy. Sync policy means whenever new changes happen in the repository, okay, I told you that we have two repository when coming to CI and CD. So in this repository that we configure in this Argo CD, new changes happening there. So it will automatically sync that. I mean the Argo CD automatically sync or manual sync. So here we can choose. If we go with the manual sync, then we need to log into this Argo CD and there is an option to sync now. Otherwise, we can choose automate. So it will automatically syncing. Then the prone resources and heal resources. These two things we need to turn on. This is if check Argo CD will delete resources if they are not longer defined Git. So the prone resources is deleting the resources. Okay, like for example, whenever we building, okay, using Argo CD. So anyone using kubectl command, okay, go to and log into the Kubernetes and using kubectl deploy anything, deploy in our Kubernetes, it will prune. I mean, it will delete. Only the action taken by the GitHub will creating resources inside Kubernetes. That's why we enable the prune resources. Then heal, Argo CD forces state to define the Git into cluster where a deviation cluster detected. This is a healing process because there is no changes happening in our GitHub repository. Okay, so that thing it will create. I mean, fetching the Argo CD and deploying to our Kubernetes. So any new changes there at the same time it will deploy to Kubernetes. That everything's fine. Create. Now we create an application inside Argo CD. Okay, we need to provide more details here. The path coming to the source, it's setting branches. You can go to branch and we need to provide the path, okay, where the application, I mean, that packages belongs. See, the path is UKGate manifest. So inside the path, our YAML files belongs. So provide the path. And also we need to provide the destination where we need to deploy. So by default, it will show that Kubernetes default SVC. So we can choose that thing and create namespace. Okay. Here we can select the auto create namespace. Whenever we click the auto create namespace, this Argo CD will automatically create namespace for this application, like app. Any namespace we can give in here. Okay. That will be fine. We can just create. See, progressing, sync. It's synced with our GitHub healthy. I think this is deployed application. Here we can see the application. See, the app is here, created a service and the deployment. Two files there. One is for service and deployment. And here we can see the service, endpoint, all the things. Then the ports that everything is, see the green love that is healthy. So in this case, we have two ports, okay, for the application. The replica is two. You can see the logs, all the things we can see here. That's why we use Argo CD, because easily we can, for example, I will show the details. See, you can see the events, logs, all things we can see in this Argo CD dashboard. So how we access the application, we can simply go to service, details, see the host name. This is the path we need to access our application. So this is a way we deploy application using Argo CD. Okay. So if we configure the CA part, then we can integrate this Argo CD with the CD part. Okay. Sorry, CA part. It's not integrating actually. Only the repo will connected with the Jenkins. Which repo? The repo that we use in here. So there is no features or no added images or latest image there. Then only from the Jenkins only pushing the image detail to the repository, to this repository. So the Argo CDs know something happened and it automatically sync and taking the new code, then pushing to pods. So this is a simple application. Okay, got it, all of you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So here we can see all the details, like the pods, details, all the things. I will check. I will make a small changes in our YAML file. The replicas, changing the replicas to 3. See, it's progressing because see, it's already created body. 1, 2, 3. Before only 2 pods there, right? Now it's 4. See, that for no required pod is created. Now I'm going to, I think nothing to change here. Everything is fine. I'm back to 1. Okay. Change the triple cast to 1. So it will create only 1 pod. Just refresh. That's all I think. See, only 1 pod. You can check the pods, logs, all the things. Go to details, and here we can see the events, logs. This is the pod logs, okay. And we can download more full screen. Okay, these are the pods in full screen. These are the container pods, okay. So, anyone have any doubt? All of you?
No, no doubt.
Fine, right?
Please share the video. I had to step away for a few minutes. So I missed about 10-ish minutes.
Sure. I will update today.
Thanks so much.
Mahesh, Pamba?
No doubt as of now.
All
Okay.
fine with now.
Then we can wind up, right?
Yeah, thanks. Thank you,
Thanks.
Yeah.
Have a
everyone.
good morning, Tawfiq.
Bye.
Good night to everybody on this
Bye-bye.
side. Bye.
Thank you.